Finally got a chance to get out and do a little shed hunting. This is day number 2 for me. I went out and put on 5 miles the other day and found one really good shed. Trying a whole different area today. I'm ready. I'm gonna put on some miles. I'm not leaving here until I find a shed, so. Also, let it be known, I don't care if it's a tiny little dinker shed, or if it's an old one, or if it's chewed up, or if it's an old deadhead. I'm gonna be stoked with anything because it's tough around here. There's not a ton of deer. I mean, actually, we have a decent amount of deer, but New Hampshire isn't really a shed hunting destination, if you will. So we're gonna find out. Let's go. Not looking good. The area that I've chose, I don't think deer are piled up in here. I might have to pivot. I think there's too much snow here in the open. This is like an old cut, which I figured they'd be browsing in. You know, a lot of browse, a lot of feed, but the snow's too deep in here. They're going to be in the thicker hemlocks where the snow's not as deep. So that's where I'm heading right now. This is a giant cedar. Really, really big. And it's been hit for sure. Tine marks, all shredded. That's cool. And I love finding rubs like that. That gets me excited. Well, this just in, I'm an idiot and I forgot to start tracking, but thankfully I'm not that far in. I think I've gone like literally a quarter of a mile. So starting right now, I got my OnX tracker going. I'm gonna find out how many miles I need to put in to find a shed. Or, I mean, I'm hoping to fill this whole backpack up. It's all beat down with tracks everywhere. Still yet to find one, but I just got to the good area, so. Feeding all in here, pawing at acorns that are buried under the snow, red oaks. It's the only thing I've found so far. Old Budweiser. Okay. Look at this run right here. Just beat right down to ice. Awesome. I feel like I find majority of my sheds tines up, and I don't know if they fall and they kind of naturally sit that way with tines up, or my eyes are kind of just trained to notice the tines. I feel like it's, you know, it's a little bit more obvious to notice the tines because and they can blend in big time. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone right now. I've been walking so far and just like scanning every stick. My eyes kind of get like played out a little bit. Anyways, over and out. Working on my turkey hunting owl call. Locator call, I mean. There's a massive rub on this cedar. Let me show you. Look at this. Torn up. Awesome. Love seeing this right here. That's a big diameter tree right here. I want to find that buck shed. Look at this thing. Oh gosh. Yes, I just found one. I don't know if it's, yeah, it looks fresh. All torn up in here in the oaks. I've been going super slow. I just found one right there. Yes. Let's go. Oh, that's a good one. Nice. Dude, awesome one. Yes. Are you kidding me? Freshy, big 8-point. And in these oaks, tearing it all up. It's all torn up in here. A spot that I've never been to before. But a lot of oaks dropping in here and they're tearing it up. I've been having to go super slow because it's really hard to see in these leaves, but nice shed. I'm pumped with them. All right, not much to report. Gone about a mile. There's deer in here, so that's good. You kind of need that if you're gonna find a shed. I kicked up a few deer, but it is insanely windy. I'm not really sure if I'm actually gonna survive today. Probably gonna get taken down by a tree, but if that's the case, I love you guys. You know, thank you for tuning in to my last YouTube. Yeah, I've already seen 2 big trees that went down. I didn't see them personally fall, but they were just fresh. So, yeah. Anyways, here we go. I'm on a run. I'm looking. Where are they at? Where are you? I got one. 2.91 miles. Day number 2 after, I don't know, 5-something miles. I found one up on this hill, kind of overlooking this this big cut here. It's an ancient one. Looks pretty damn old, at least. No, I'll show you guys. Let's see. Here she is, right here. What? No! That's a surprise. Are you kidding me? This deer is sick. What? Dude, yeah. I was not expecting for all this junk to come out of the ground. Look at this thing, man. Awesome. What? All right, this is probably one of my favorite sheds I've ever found. Really unique. This thing is so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on one side, and the mass is a lot of mass. That's really big. Oh, 9. Small kicker there. What a cool shed. It's so hard to pick a shed out in this stuff here. This is where I found it, like right over here, overlooking this section in here. Hope you guys can hear me. It is super windy out. Man, do I want to find this other side, but I do not have enough time. I have got to get out of here. I'm going to come back another day and see if I can find this, but man, it is going to be tough. You can see there's still lots of acorns in here, and they're just hammering this. I guess this thinning really produced a lot of acorns, the oaks, and there's quite a few deer in here. You can see the runs coming in, and they're just hitting all around these oak trees in here, getting all these acorns. So I'm in the right area. I'm feeling pretty good. We're gonna find one. All right, I see one up ahead here. It's old. It's about 20 yards in front of me underneath this hemlock, up on this hill, in this cut, an older cut. But that's gotta be an antler. Let's get it. Really old, but that is sweet. That old, maybe last year. Man, chewed right up. Porcupines or squirrels or chipmunks or all of the above. Looks like it's a nice buck. I take them all. Everyone's a trophy. Fired up. Throw in my backpack along with the rest of the trash that I've got. See if we can find another one. Now here's a good find. You can already tell it's an old antler, but it's definitely a time. What's under? What's under? Oh, it's frozen in there. Oh, let's go. Oh, it's in great shape. It's old. Nice, man. Greeny. All right, stoked with this one. Nice little 8-point. Definitely not fresh. Probably a couple years old, but not really too chewed. So, like I said, I take them all. I'm happy with them all. So, stoked. Just that little tine was sticking up out of the snow. A mystery. Yeah, I'm on a roll right now. On a roll. Let's go. Someone else was in here shed hunting. Maybe a little too early, but they literally walked right by this shed. That's where I pulled the shed out. The time was sticking out. You gotta walk slow. One cool thing about this jacket, it has ripstop material. So this is a down puffy, and you would never think about like going through briars and stuff normally, but this jacket's badass. It's got ripstop. Check this. This jacket's super tough. I can literally plow through briars. Love this. Thank you, Porla. I see one right there. It looks fresh. Let's go. Sweet. Yeah, a freshie. Cool looking deer. Got one. It's pretty. All right, let's see if I can find the other one. Sometimes they drop right next to each other. Sometimes they don't. I found the shed at 2.68 miles. 2.68 miles of being in really good, heavy, concentrated deer sign. And I got one. I feel like it's an average like 5 miles, but you know, some days you can freaking find a bunch. Some days you can walk for days. All right, I think that's a wrap for today. I'm at 7.5 miles and I'm about over it. I'm back. You thought this episode was over. Oh no, I can't get enough. I'm back in the same area. It's a couple days later. The snow is kind of melting. Well, it's definitely melted here on the south-facing side, so it's gonna make it a little bit tricky to find out where the deer have been and where they're feeding on. But also, there's some competition in here. When I was in here last, there was quite a few boot marks, so I don't know where they've been, where they haven't been. So I'm just gonna cover some ground, stay in the deer sign, and hopefully I can find another one. Let's go. All right, I was just standing here looking around, texting on my phone. I happen to look down. Looks like we get a little spiker. There's a little nug. Yeah, this one's going to my dog. My doggy will love this. Yes, there's one right up there. All torn up in here. Spotted this one from deep. It's a freshie. Right. Nice. Hey, it's not a spike. I'll take it. This one's, you know, stood out pretty obvious, like in the dark timber, right? Because it's pretty white, but We have a lot of dark colored antlers around here, and I mean, it's just so hard. It would be so hard to see him in here. So many times, I can only imagine how many I walk by, put it that way. I mean, I've stepped on him before, and that's how I found him. So, yeah. All right, looks like I got a spike here. Another spike. Wow. Okay. I'd like to find something a little bit bigger, but I'll take it. Not going home skunked. All right, let's see if we can find something bigger here. All right, I'm standing in the exact spot where I found that spike. I think I see one right there, maybe? An old one? I don't know. Let's find out. It's all torn up in here, in the acorns. Oh, here. Yes, it is. No way. That's awesome. What? Well, I gotta find another one. Yeah. Oldie. Whoa, that's crazy how it's just chilling there. This thing all chewed up. 2. That's sweet. I was literally just standing right where I found the spike right over here, and I look over and this thing's just hanging on like this root. Just call me the Spike King. There's a lot of big bucks in here. Oh yeah, look at them. All right, 2. Let's go. See if we can find another. Quite the scene. It's a buck. It's a shed buck. Little porcupine den right here. Literally, it's like 4 feet high. Porcupine scat. Watch where you step. You want a quill in your boot. See anyone home? Anything in the creek? I think I see a shed up here. Either that or it's a rib. It's getting pretty late, but I'm gonna go right to dark, hopefully, but let's see. Let me flip the camera around. This might be a rib. There. It's a shed. It's a little spike. Cool. Another one for my dog. I'm finding the little ones today. Another spike, looks like. Wow. Love them. Beat down runs here. Unbelievable. I barely ever find sheds on these trails here. They're always usually in bedding areas or feeding areas. Doe got it. Poor little bugger. Poor little bugger. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. Appreciate you guys watching. End of the day here, I'm walking now. I got about another mile to go. But I got a backpack full of sheds, and I learned the area a little bit better, so that was cool. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Appreciate you.